It usually starts with something simple and harmless, just a quick check on your phone for a moment. You open an app and begin scrolling through content. One post turns into another without much thought. Nothing feels unusual at first or even intentional. It just feels like passing time without consequence. But something subtle begins changing without you noticing. You stay longer than you originally planned to stay. Minutes quietly stretch into longer blocks of time, and eventually you lose track of how long it's been. You weren't planning to stay there that long, but leaving suddenly feels harder than expected. Because the system you're interacting with isn't passive, it's actively shaping what you see and feel next. Every swipe feeds into a larger decision-making process. Every pause signals what holds your attention longer. Every second you stay gives the system more information about what keeps you engaged and what makes you continue. This isn't just random content appearing on your screen. It's a structured flow designed with a clear objective: to keep you scrolling for as long as possible. The content is arranged in a way that feels endless. There's no natural stopping point built into the experience. No clear signal telling you it's time to leave, just a continuous stream that keeps pulling you forward. And that design is not accidental or random. It's a deliberate system built for continuous engagement. Because once something feels endless, it becomes harder to stop, and the longer you stay, the more valuable your attention becomes. Each piece of content is selected based on your behavior, not just what you like, but what keeps you watching longer. Sometimes that means showing you what you agree with. Other times, it shows what keeps you emotionally engaged. Either way, the goal remains exactly the same: keep you interacting, reacting, and continuing forward. Because attention has quietly become a valuable resource, and every moment you spend scrolling adds to that value. The system doesn't need you to enjoy everything you see. It only needs you to stay long enough to keep going. And over time, that begins to shift your experience. It becomes less about choice and more about continuation. You're not fully deciding what appears next in the feed. The system is making those decisions for you, based on everything you've already done before and everything it predicts you'll respond to next. Even when it feels like casual browsing, you're inside a system constantly adjusting around you. Learning your patterns, refining your preferences, guiding behavior, all without making that process visible to you. And that's what makes it so effective over time. It doesn't feel like something controlling your attention. It feels like something you're choosing to stay inside, even when you didn't intend to be there that long. But over time, something deeper starts to happen. Your expectations begin shifting without you realizing it. Short content feels normal and long content feels slower. Silence feels uncomfortable and stimulation feels expected. The pace of the feed begins shaping your attention span, and what once felt engaging now feels like the baseline. So the system doesn't just keep you scrolling longer, it changes what your brain expects from information itself. And that shift doesn't stay inside the app. It follows you into how you consume everything else. How you watch videos, read articles, even hold conversations, all influenced by the same patterns of constant engagement. So the real question isn't whether you are scrolling, it's how much of that experience is actually your decision. If you found this video interesting, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss the deep dives we take into the systems shaping our world. And if you know other independent thinkers who want to understand what's really going on behind the headlines, share this video with them. Then help out the algorithm and hit that like button. Ready for the next truth test? Let's go!